There's a moment most people don't realize they're standing in. It doesn't feel dramatic. It doesn't come with a warning sign. It just feels like another normal year of life. But later on, you look back and think, wow, if I had done one thing differently right there, my entire financial life would be different. Here's the thing. Money doesn't usually change your life all at once. It changes your life quietly, at very specific ages, based on one decision you either make or delay. And today, I want to walk you through the 3 ages where one money decision changes everything. Not because you're late, not because you failed, but because understanding when money matters most is how you stop feeling stuck. My name's John, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, wealth building, and personal finance psychology. If you're someone who earns decent money but still feels financially stuck, stressed, or behind, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Look, this isn't about perfection. It's about timing, behavior, and psychology. And once you see these 3 ages clearly, you'll never think about money the same way again. Your early 20s are strange. You don't feel rich, you don't feel stable, but you also don't feel worried yet. Most people at this age think money decisions don't really matter because they're just starting out. That's the trap. The most important money decision in your early 20s isn't how much you earn, it's whether you start building the habit of putting money aside or you train yourself to spend everything you make. Imagine 2 people, both 22 years old. One person saves just $100 a month. Nothing fancy, no pressure, just consistency. The other person says, I'll start later when I make more. 10 years pass. The first person didn't do anything dramatic, but something powerful happened quietly. They built discipline, they built confidence, they built momentum. The second person is still telling themselves they'll start soon. Here's what most people don't realize. Money habits form before money gets big. If your brain learns that every dollar is meant to be spent, that belief follows you even when your income grows. This is where psychology matters more than math. Your early 20s decision isn't about becoming rich, it's about choosing direction. Are you someone who automatically saves a little, or someone who always finds a reason to spend? One choice compounds quietly. The other keeps resetting your life back to zero. Your early to mid-30s are when money pressure shows up. Rent or a mortgage, car payments, family responsibilities, bills that don't care how tired you are. Most people tell themselves this is just how life is. But here's the uncomfortable truth. This is the age where structure matters more than effort. The single decision that changes everything in your 30s is whether you build a system for your money or you keep reacting to it every single month. When every paycheck already has a job before it arrives, you feel calm. When you decide what to do after the money shows up, you feel stressed. That difference is everything. Let's keep this simple. Imagine someone earns $5,000 a month after taxes. If they save whatever is left at the end of the month, they usually save nothing. But if they decide in advance how much goes to bills, how much goes to savings, and how much is allowed for spending, money stops feeling emotional. This is where most people get stuck, not because they're bad with money, but because their money has no structure. They're reacting instead of directing. They're driving without a map and hoping they end up somewhere good. Now you might be thinking, I don't make enough to do that yet. That's normal. But structure isn't about the amount, it's about order. Once order exists, growth becomes possible. Then comes your 40s and early 50s. This age sneaks up on people. You're not old, you're not young, you're experienced. And this is when many people start to feel time moving faster. The most important money decision at this stage is whether you protect what you've built or you keep risking everything out of habit. By this point, you usually earn more, but you also have more to lose. Stability starts to matter more than excitement. Calm starts to matter more than showing off. Here's what most people don't realize. You don't need to win big in your 40s. You need to not lose. This is the age where steady decisions beat aggressive ones. People who understand this sleep better. People who don't stay stressed even when they have money. So when you zoom out, the pattern becomes clear. Your 20s decide your direction. Your 30s decide your structure. Your 40s decide your protection. Different ages, different goals, different decisions. And here's the most important part. If you missed one stage, it doesn't mean you failed. It just means you start now, from where you are. Money doesn't reward perfect timing. It rewards awareness and consistency. Look, this stuff isn't easy. If it were, everyone would feel calm and confident about money. But the moment you understand why money feels stressful, you stop blaming yourself. You stop panicking, you stop reacting, and you start making quieter, smarter decisions. If this video helped you see your own life more clearly, make sure to subscribe. This channel is about building wealth the realistic way, without hype, without pressure, and without pretending life is simple. In the next video, we're breaking down the one money habit that quietly separates people who feel stuck from people who feel free. I'll see you there.